Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to get this week kicked off properly by giving my thoughts on a fight that actually took place last weekend, this past Saturday. And it was in England. I didn't get a chance to watch it when it happened live, but I got a chance to catch it this morning when I was sitting in the sauna in the gym. I caught the highlights and kind of read about it while I was sitting in the sauna, sweating my ass off. And yeah, man, Jordan Gill versus Zelfa Barrett. Really interesting fight going on in the UK, down there at 130 pounds. You know, it was really intriguing because when you look at this fight, you know, Jordan Gill was coming off of a career best performance against Mick Conlan, in which I thought, you know, in this new weight class, he looked stronger. He looked like a more dangerous fighter. And I liked what I saw in the Mick Conlan fight from Jordan Gill. But Jordan Gill is a fighter that in the past, he's shown that he is susceptible to get stopped, that you can knock him out, as evidenced by Kiko Martinez and also his knockout loss in 2019, right? On the other hand, Zelfa Barrett, you know, he had a very, very valiant effort against Shavkat Rakhimov when he challenged for the IBF 130-pound title. He actually wound up dropping Rakhimov in that fight and showed some potential. You know, boxed really well from the outside, showed a good blend of boxing skills and athleticism, but he fell short, right? So he's been on the comeback trail. He's been getting good wins against guys like Jason Sanchez and whatnot. So a big, pivotal watershed moment in the career for both fighters. So as far as the fight, how it played out, you know, Gill was the quote-unquote bull, and Barrett was the matador. You know, Barrett, you could clearly tell throughout the fight that Zelfa Barrett had better footwork. He had the better foot speed. He was the more athletic fighter. And if he was going to win this fight at all, he was going to have to exploit that advantage. And, you know, that's what happened. Gill kept, you know, just coming forward, trudging forward, right ahead at Jordan Gill, or at Zelfa Barrett. And Zelfa Barrett seemed to have the answer all night. You know, he did a lot of probing with the jab. He would sometimes throw the jab and then dip to his left and throw the left hook to the body. And I just think any sort of disadvantages that Gill had in the footwork department or the speed department or even leaky defense, Zelfa Barrett seemed to have an answer for it. And then, you know, as we progressed deeper and deeper to the fight, you know, that body attack became very, very much a focus for Zelfa Barrett. And once we got into the, you know, the 10th round, the championship rounds, where they separate the boys from the boys, the men from the men, that's where Barrett found those. He dug those body shots down to the stomach and the rib cage of Jordan Gill, and Gill got dropped not just once but twice by body shots. And I got to give Jordan Gill credit. He got up and he kept fighting, which is very rare. You know, you don't really see a lot of fighters get dropped twice by body shots. I mean, it just doesn't happen in boxing. You know, as far as getting up, you know, the guys get dropped twice by body shots, but to get dropped twice by body shots in the same round and get up and still keep fighting, it actually lets you know that Jordan Gill was a very determined man on this night, and he was gonna go ahead and put his best foot forward to you know, win this fight to the best of his abilities. You know, and those knockdowns were very crucial for Zelfa Barrett. I'm pulling up the scorecard right now because I don't want, like, the scorecards were very, very close. One judge had an 86-85. Actually, believe it or not, one judge had it. No, so one judge had an 86-85 for Barrett. Two judges had an 86-85 for Barrett, and then one had an 88-84 for Barrett. So had it not been for those knockdowns, we're looking at a very, very close fight, potentially a draw. It was very nip and tuck. But like I said, I think the footwork, the foot speed, the advantage of athleticism was exploited by Zelfa Barrett, and he gets, in my opinion, what is a very good win in his career against a very determined, formidable Jordan Gill. Because Jordan Gill 130, I think, is a better fighter than he was when he fought at featherweight. So credit to both men, and definitely credit to Jordan Gill for at least showing the gumption and having the wherewithal to get up after two bone-crushing body shots that dropped him in the 10th round. But as far as what could be next for Zelfa Barrett, I mean, 130 is a very intriguing weight class. I think there's a couple fights that stand out for me because he was ranked 6th coming into this fight in the WBA, and he was ranked 13th in the IBF. So his ranking's only going to go up after this fight. And basically, you got a couple fights that stand out to me. So he could fight either 3 fights actually. So I think Zelfa Barrett could fight, either Kenichi Ogawa, who's number 3 in the IBF, who's challenged for the world title against Joe Cordina, who, Matchroom's had plenty of times. You also got Lee Wood, who is number 3 in the rankings. That's obviously a fight that, a domestic fight. Lee Wood's obviously a Matchroom fighter, so that fight makes sense. And if not those two fights for Zelfa Barrett, then I would like Zelfa Barrett to fight the winner of the May 3rd show on Red Owl Boxing, and I haven't made a video about it, but I will be very soon, probably later on today. Edward Vasquez, he's number 14 in the IBF. He's a former world title challenger. I think that's a good fight for Zelfa Barrett. He's fighting Daniel Bailey from here in South Florida, so I would like to see Zelfa Barrett, if he can't get the fights against Lee Wood or what's his name? Lee Wood or Kenichi Ogawa or even the Rakhimov rematch. If you can't get the Rakhimov rematch either, then the winner of Bailey versus Vasquez or Vasquez versus Bailey, that would be more than enough. But nonetheless, just a real mature, real poised, real calm performance by Zelfa Barrett in what was a very exciting fight. A lot of times, I got to wipe my finger at boxing fans sometimes because a lot of times, and I'm going to use a British term here, a lot of times British boxing gets slagged off, looks down upon by American boxing fans. But I'll tell you this, man, you get two Brits in there. I don't care if it's for the British title. I don't care if it's just 2 Brits fighting for a contender spot in the division. You get 2 Brits in there, 2 prideful Brits. Those are always great fights, So this is no different. Credit to both men. I hope Jordan Gill continues to fight on because he's definitely got the heart of a warrior in this sport. I think he's more of a British European level fighter. But look, Jordan Gill is still a guy that's exciting. He's an exciting fight, so I like to see him back and get a chance to properly rebuild himself. But let me know what you guys think. What did you guys think about Zelfa Barrett's performance? How do you think he fares if he fights for the world title this time? Because the way it's looking, Joe Cordina might not have the IBF belt much longer, so maybe he gets a shot at that. Who knows how it goes for him? But what did you think about the fight? Who do you want to see him fight next? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterbury, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.